Hey, welcome back, guys. The Power universe has garnered much acclaim since the ending of its original run, taking the television world by storm, beginning with Power Book 2 Ghost, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4 Force. That latter series was originally meant to be the fifth spinoff, with Councilman Tate's influence saga initially in its place. However, much to the chagrin of many fans to the ever-growing series, this commentator included, Power Book 5 influence will not be going forward as planned, according to Star's programming chief, Catherine Busby. In today's video, we'll explore why such a cancellation is taking place and how it could have been avoided with a simple change to the original series ending. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things Power. Here we go. In a recent Variety article, Busby confirmed that the crooked yet charismatic Councilman Tate would not be receiving Power spinoff treatment. This comes after months of speculation by fans and even series lead Larenz Tate himself, stating that, quote, "Who knows if you're gonna see him pop up somewhere? The moment I know what's happening, y'all will know what's happening." Though specific grounds for the cancellation are unclear, there are a few reasonable conclusions to be drawn from the news. First off, Tate's storyline has indeed popped up in other places, most notably in Power's first spinoff, Power Book 2 Ghost. In that series, Tate's role has significantly increased from Season 1 to 2, the former being more of a cameo than series regular. Season 2, however, placed the cunning councilman at the center of the narrative, with his plot and ambitions intertwined with Tariq's. Many assume this state of affairs to be the perfect launching point for Tate's coming political thriller, which will be tantamount to Power's version of Scandal. But as we've now learned, such plans are indefinitely stalled. It seems that the success of Power's first spinoff has created a lane for the character to thrive without spending the extra development dollars on spearheading an entirely new series based on his political exploits. Folding his narrative into Tariq's salvages said expenses for a network already 3 spinoffs deep, with Ghost, Raising Kanan, and Force all expounding upon the initial Power tale concluded by the slain Ghostman. So monetary implications could easily provide our second rationale for the influence cancellation. But there's more. This third and final justification is merely a personal theory, but one that I've maintained since the original Power's conclusion and spinoff announcements. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Power's final season found Ghost nearing the climax of his series-long transition from criminality to legitimacy. He was not only making broader business moves, but also political maneuvers via his shaky alliance with Councilman Tate. That alliance would begin crumbling once Ghost's political aptitude started to rise, and the DNC found favor in increasing the promising personality's range in the political world. Once Tate crossed his ally through disregard of his budding influence and possibilities, along with the monument he was building for his slain daughter, he was nixed in favor of the Ghostman by the DNC. This placed Ghost at the epicenter of the show he presided over, because if they had let that man step foot into the governor's office, all bets were off. This is what all those underworld trials and tribulations were leading to. This corner boy with a criminal past who utilized his uniquely ambitious mind to enrich himself and his cohorts, even at the heavy cost of his freedom, wife, mistress, and even his own blood, had finally made it to the big time. And he would have won too, if not for those meddling writers. I'm joking, of course, but only halfway. Ghost would not realize his limitless potential, mostly as penance for his sins throughout the series, but also due to other factors we've only been left to speculate upon. For whatever reason, Ghost was killed off, and it just might be the single greatest mistake ever made by a popular series. Certainly, make him pay for his crimes, flirt with the possibility of the game reclaiming his mortality for all of his transgressions against it, but to finalize such a flirtation, rob the viewers of what should have been Ghost's next major series of events, the life and times of Lieutenant Governor St. Patrick. Just imagine it, the mentality of such an enigma giving the political realm all the hell that he could muster. It was the perfect transition for a street hustler to export those tendencies to the big stage. Also, it doesn't change the spinoffs all that much, only their motivations. Tariq still goes to college, Tommy still heads to Chicago, and Raising Kanan is left the most unscathed, as these are events that took place prior to the original Power epic. The main difference is that now, Ghost Book 2 would actually represent the character it was named for. Ghost's political ascension should literally be the next chapter of his life. A life outside of the drug game, yet within the government game, which is arguably worse if you know what I know. A political thriller with Ghost as the focus trumps the very idea of Councilman Tate in the same position, And this is coming from someone who is fond of his character. Tate is actually cool, but as Ghost exclaimed to him during his final day on the Power Earth, "I'm better at this than you could ever be." In that assertion, he was absolutely right and exact. A Ghost-led political series is better than a Tate-driven influence, at least on paper. The fandom recognized that as well, and perhaps all of the aforementioned reasons, along with the dwindling fan interest in a Tate solo narrative, added to their decision to ultimately scrap what would have been Power's 5th book. In any case, I do hope to see Tate thugging on through Season 3 of Ghost. Just remember every time you see him, how much more there could have been had the right man been chosen to extend his glorious escapades. But that'll do it for this one. What are your thoughts on Tate's series cancellation? And how do you believe a Ghost political thriller would have panned out had he survived? Be sure to drop me your opinions in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are Power fans, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.